Hello, everybody. It's my favorite day of the week. It's Thursday because I get to do the best bet show. And I've got Martin Green, Stuart from Tips for HQ, and Alex from Need for Tips making up Team Bankrolls Best Betters. How's everyone doing?
Very
Hello.
well, thank you. How are you?
Hey,
Not too bad, not too bad. Well, I've not had too much sleep, I have to say, so I'm a little bit all over the place. But I've got my coffee. I had Lily keeping me up all night. She, for some reason, was like hungry,
Oh,
like every like hour or something. So I'm stood there in like the dark, feeding her. And anyway, but I've got my bets. I'm raring to go, and excited about these matches. Actually, I have to say, Martin, over to you. How are you feeling? You're doing pretty good on the old profit, I must say.
I'm doing very well, thank you, Natalie. Yeah, I was delighted to get some really good profit over the last weekend. Had a had a couple of not so good weeks, and then I think I broke even the previous week. So it was really nice to get right back into profit. Good vindication of my methods, I think, because I'd been stung by a few shock freak results, and yeah, pretty much everything panned out how I hoped and expected it would last weekend. So very pleased, and hope the good times can keep on rolling for Team Bankroll.
Yay! Well, God, I tell you, Alex and I had a bit of a sting midweek, eh, Alex? That was a tough one in the Premier League. Some shock results, absolutely crazy. So I'm hoping we can bounce back today. How's your wallet feeling right now?
after this midweek
Probably better than
Premier
my
League,
head.
incredible. Yeah, what happened was unbelievable. Big surprises, but that is for the Premier League punters. Now we are on the best bet show, so ready to catch Martin.
Yes, ready to catch Martin, and big congratulations to Stuart there. What a match! Tottenham Man United 2-0, well deserved win. So good on you. Happy to be a Spurs fan right now, I can imagine.
I have to say, I think this is probably the best season in my living memory as a Spurs fan. I mean, we've won FA Cups, but there haven't been as many fantastic games to watch in a season as there has in this one. We've had Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, now Manchester United. So we've just got to bring on Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool over the next few weeks, and we'll be just fine. Starting with Liverpool this weekend.
Yes, yes, wonderful
But I
stuff.
know that
Okay, just
I know
hey,
that. Sorry. I know that Stuart is against his team this week.
Well,
really?
let's not dwell on that. Let's move on.
Well, I see. Yeah, well, we're all signed up for that one. Actually, Martin's skipping that one, but let us comment. Just shout out some of our regular viewers here: Ad hoc, Dalo4, Anne S. Great to have you here on the show. What are we drinking? Well, I am drinking coffee, I have to say, through my lack of sleep. So, coffee for me. Ooh, what are you drinking, Stu? Ooh, Singer. Nice.
Singer,
Pint of
Taiwanese
vodka, I
specialty.
see for
Well,
Martin.
the original Thai beer.
Nice.
I'm
Was that
drinking
vodka
a
or water?
pint of vodka for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't put it
Yeah.
past you, frankly.
Yeah, and what about you, Alex? Are you still
I'm not
on your
drinking. Yes, I've lost 8 kilos and going and just one time alcohol during last week when I had to go to a baptism when I got very drunk. But that's one in a month. So now I'm back to my diet with no alcohol. Tomorrow again I'm going out and again I'm drinking water.
all right, well, good
Good
on you, but
lad.
don't lose
Well
too
done.
otherwise there'll be not much of you left here. So yeah, good on you. Shout out again. We've got Brian Rowe and Arjun as well. Thanks for joining. Let us comment. Oh, quickly, going to bring up the records here so you guys can see. There we go. Best bets in profit, 62.7% there. As we can see, Martin Green up front, 31.9. But anything can happen. Alex is straight behind there, 25.8. 15.9 for our Stuart, and myself minus 10.9. I just can't get a break. But listen, this could be the weekend for me where it all changes. Okay. So we're going to start off with Premier League now. Burnley versus Manchester City. Martin and Alex on this one. Martin, 11 bets today, going in strong. Want to keep that first place there. What have you got?
Yeah, I haven't got too many bets from my traditional heartlands, which are generally the Premiership, Serie A, La Liga, but I wrote an article about the Bundesliga this week and did a lot of research into it. So I've got quite a lot of Bundesliga tips for you guys to look forward to. Hopefully they all pay off. But this is my one Premiership bet. Man City are in strong form. They've got a bit of an injury crisis going on up front, though. Leroy Sané was injured, and Gabriel Jesus is already injured. They've been getting some bad tackles in. They failed to sign Riyad Mahrez on deadline day. So I think a lot is going to be resting on the shoulders of Argentinian striker Sergio Aguero. He's their main man. He's in fantastic form in front of goal. I'm going for Aguero to score at any time, 1.75.
Okay, Aguero, anytime goal scorer. Alex, what do you like here?
First of all, I wanted to thank everybody who are watching us, also for the first time, also for the 100th time. Melvin, we appreciate that you love the show. We are doing this just for you guys. We salute also Ole Miss, Anne, Arjun, Dale, Ad hoc, all of you guys make us proud of what we are doing. So this is why we're putting so much effort into this. I think that Manchester City, regarding the bet, I think that Manchester City, despite having some injuries and some player issues, I think that against Burnley, they can easily cover that minus 1.5 Asian handicap at 1.89, almost 1.9 there. So easy win for City, despite being on the road. Possession, again, more than 75%. They will have. Burnley will defend. But it's a matter of time till City scores the first, and after that, they will not destroy, but cover the minus 1.5 Asian handicap.
All right, and tell you, search around for those odds because I checked that bet maybe about 10 minutes ago, and I found 1.91. So there we go. Get the best bang for
Perfect.
your buck. Yeah, soccer is a very profitable sport, says Brian Rowe. It is if your name is Martin, Alex, and Stuart, not if your name is Natalie at the moment. But I'm going to turn it around. Okay, moving along. Leicester City versus Swansea City. Stuart, are you pulling out a crazy?
No, absolutely. This is completely non-crazy, actually. I mean, basically, Swansea have looked really very good recently. They had a very good game. I enjoyed that one against Arsenal. But on this one, I think they're going to start to slide back. I think they're probably going to go down this season. They've got a long way to go, and they really don't have the squad. Andre Ayew is not the player that's going to turn things around for them, let's be honest. But I'm on Leicester on this one. I think it's the start of the slide for Swansea, and at 1.77 with Pinnacle, there is value in this one. Not a huge amount, but there is some value. And let's remember, this is still the majority of the side that won the league 2 seasons ago. Very good team.
Yeah.
And getting
Yeah,
better
and
as
at
well
home.
recently.
Yeah, and at home as well. No, it's my bet for that match actually, but I'm not for the best bets. But yeah, Leicester 1.77, very nice. Okay, next is West Brom versus Southampton, and that is myself. I'm actually going to go for. I think this is going to be a low-scoring affair. Under's a 1.63. But for my bet here, I'm going to go for West Brom at home, 2.6. Trying to cash in those higher odds there. It's just Saints struggle on the road. They struggle to score. I think West Brom should nick this 1-0, something like that. So that's what I'm going for. All right, the big match of the weekend, Liverpool versus Tottenham. I think it's only fair that Stuart starts off this one.
Oh, really? Do we have to? I mean, just prolong the agony. Everybody knows I follow the value. There's value on Liverpool. I'm going for Liverpool 2.0. You can tell I'm really not a fan of this one, can't you? Oh, I feel sick. Yes,
Right.
Liverpool 2.08 with Pinnacle, but honestly, oh God. I hope we have another Manchester United match. I hope we have a fantastic game that's brilliant, and I don't care about losing my money if Spurs win. I really don't.
I know it's best bit of played on these ones, funny enough. But I don't know. Liverpool struggle against tough. I don't know. I'm staying away from the outrights on this one. I have to say. Alex, what are you going for?
I forgot Andrew and Brian and Roth, and I'm going for the Alex Classic, both team to score and the over 2.5. Goals written all over it at 1.85. Yes, if you ask me about the winners market, I totally agree with Stuart there. Liverpool at home to beat Tottenham, but a great performance from Tottenham yesterday against Manchester United. Also, I think that Manchester United were the most had the worst match this season against Tottenham yesterday. But I'm skipping the winners market. Maybe I will play it with a small stake. But goals, goals, goals. Alex Classic, both team to score in the over 2.5 at 1.85.
Yep.
Dream.
Alex, I'm with you. And oh yeah.
Coffee and water really not the same.
That's vodka. What are you talking about? Fistful
Oh,
of
sorry, yeah,
Parlays
vodka.
says Alex Classic. So famous. I'm going for the Alex Classic on this one. I found 1.83. The reverse, I think, was 4-1 to Tottenham. Plenty of goals. What was I going to say? We've got Anne S. No one is on the Bournemouth win. I actually do like the Bournemouth win. I'm saving that for the Premier League punters. Too, I think that they will continue their run there. Confidence, obviously beating Chelsea. I am going to take a Bournemouth win. You said you were mulling it over, Martin. It didn't make obviously the best bet, but you think Stoke might clinch this one on the road.
I was looking at this one for ages because Bournemouth they beat Arsenal and they've just destroyed Chelsea, which will give you a great deal of confidence. But my only reservation was that they're kind of out of relegation danger now with those wins. They've done really well to get out of the bottom three, whereas Stoke is still really fighting for their lives. New manager Paul Lambert has kind of galvanised the team, and they've taken 4 points from 6 in their last 2 games as well. So I think they're a dangerous opponent right now. I do like Bournemouth, but I kind of backed away in the end.
All right. Anybody else on the Bournemouth win?
Yeah.
No. All right. Okay, moving over now to Ligue 1, which means our Stuart from Tipster HQ takes over. Over to you.
Say it with me. Say it with me, Nancy. League 1.
No, I don't want you to say it because it sounds funny when I say it. I don't want to. I just feel weird saying it. No, I don't want to.
You can do it.
No, it just sounds funny when I say
right.
it. Go on.
I'll leave you be. Right, so Liga, we've
I'm
got
embarrassed.
2
I don't
games.
want to say it.
Just 2 matches in this game in this league this week. I'm only on one of them, so there's a lot of work for other people to do. The first one is OGC Nice against Toulouse, and personally, I'm on Toulouse in this one. 4.6, which I think definitely does go as a crazy, so everybody should be drinking. There we go. But also, Martin, you're on this one. Are you with me or against me? You're against me, I know it. Come on.
I'm afraid to say I'm against you, Stuart, and I'm surprised. I know you love a crazy bet, but Toulouse have lost 9 out of 12 games on the road so far this season. They are not doing particularly well at all in League. They're in relegation danger. They're second off the bottom. I think Nice all day long for me. They struggled in their last game, but they've got a good home record. They've already won 7 games at home this season. Yeah, it looks like a good price on the home win to me. So I am going for that. 1.94, tremendous value. Nice aren't quite the side they were last season, but I think they'll have enough about them to beat the land of Toulouse sausages.
Yeah, you've probably got a good point on there. But hey, moving on. Up next, we've got AS Monaco against Lyon. Natalie, what have you got for us?
Well, last week I was on Lyon to win. They lost. So I'm staying away from the winners market, but I think this match is going to see a lot of goals. I do fancy the Alex Classic, but I'm just going to play a little bit more conservative on this one. Over 2.5 goals, 1.65 I found. So over 2.5 goals, I think it's a great price for a match that's going to see plenty of goal fest, a goal fest as Alex calls it. So there we go.
Yeah, definitely should be goals in this one. Alex, I know you're all over the transfer news. I'm sure you're up to date with the Italian youngster that's joined Monaco for 20 million euros. Is he going to have a chance of playing in this one?
I don't know. The trend like that it is in all the matches from January. All the new players that are coming in Premier League, in Liga, and wherever you name it, they are playing the first match. I think it's wrong. From my point of view, if you ask me, I think it's a wrong move. I think that he should stay on the bench and maybe to play 10, 15 minutes at the end. But I don't know what to say. I'm not Monaco's coach. Even if he plays, even if he doesn't, we are going with the goal fest again. Last week we went Monaco versus Marseille versus Monaco, Alex Classic, and it was 2-2 draw. And this time we are going for the same thing in the last matches, and I think that more than 2-2 it will be in this one. I have a feeling about it. Alex Classic 1.83 for me in this one.
All right,
Okay.
going for the classic.
Before we move on, we're talking about Monaco. Martin, Jardim, we're talking about him as a potential Arsenal manager. If Arsene Wenger was to go, would you take Jardim?
I'm not sure I would take Jardim, I'm afraid. No, I think he could be another Arsene Wenger in the making. I've watched a lot of Monaco last season, and they were absolutely thrilling, put in some great performances. I love watching them, but they leaked goals like crazy. There were 5-3s and 6-3s and 4-2 games. I think it would just be... I've already aged quite considerably and got lots of grey hairs by watching this late. I think if we had, I would just be like ancient within a couple of years. So I'd like to see someone that brings a little bit more organisation. I wouldn't go as far as Diego Simeone, maybe someone really all-out defending, but I'd like someone who can make us a little bit tougher to play against and a little bit more solid. Yeah, I think there's others that I
Zidane.
prefer.
Maybe Zidane.
But still Wenger out, despite the transfer window.
Yeah, I think Wenger to leave in the summer would be perfect. You know, I mean, he's got a 2-year contract though. He's not a year. He's not even quite a year through it. So I reckon he'll stay another season after this because he's going to want to see out his contract and see how we can get along without Aubameyang. I think we'll be great going forwards. I'm going to the game on Saturday. Really excited to go and see it, but I still think we'll struggle massively defensively. With he hasn't Petr Cech past it. He hasn't done anything to address the gaping holes at central defence or midfield. So I still don't think we'll get anywhere close to winning the title under Wenger. So yeah, just about Wenger out, but still got a lot of love for him.
Alrighty,
All right,
okay.
so before we move on, there are a couple of tips. One quick thing. We've got Barcelona, Monaco, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, so the Alex Classic. And Giorgio Mediaccio, Stade Rennais, moneyline plus 100. So it's over one, so it's evens, I guess. At home versus a very poor Guingamp. Okay, but Rennes, they've got a history of letting you down, especially against Guingamp. So I think I'd avoid that one. Natalie, Bundesliga.
Bundesliga, and funny enough, actually, Martin, so I've got a few as well. I think we've all got a few for Bundesliga, going strong in Bundesliga this week. And first one, Cologne versus Borussia Dortmund, and it is an absolute full house. So let us start off with Martin, who feels confident with his Bundesliga bets. What are you going for, sir?
Well, yeah, I've been looking into it quite a lot, and Cologne have been really good since coming back from the winter break. They haven't lost since December the 12th. They are they're putting together a run of form at just the right time, and they could well get out of danger. I think they could do a Crotone and just do enough to scrape survival. They were always a bit too good to be where they were. I mean, they were up in the top 6, I think, last season. So they always had enough quality to get out of trouble. And I think they can get a result in this game. Borussia Dortmund might be a bit deflated after just losing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to the mighty Arsenal. Michy Batshuayi is going to take a little bit of time to settle in. So I fancy Cologne to get a result here. So I'm going Cologne draw, double chance, 2.05.
Nice. Well, I tell you, Roth says the same as well. He says Cologne double chance, 1.98 free money. So on the same page there. Alex, what have you got?
I'm going against Martin and against Roth. I think that it's time for Dortmund to win some points. They started really poor this year, 2018, but I think they moved well. And Köln, FC Köln, are missing a lot of their important players: Bitancur, Höger, Klanter, players that are starting every match in the starting 11. I think that it's time for Cologne, for Dortmund to get the win, 1.9 for an away win here.
Okay, going for that away win. Well, I tell you, it's a must win, isn't it, for both? But Cologne fighting relegation, Dortmund fighting for points up top. I'm going to go for both teams to score in this match. I think as both need the points, I think we're at least going to see a goal from each one. And just looking as well, got draw no bet. Looks good, says Saeed. Stuart, I'm saving you till last because I was just wondering if you're going to throw in a crazy. So I thought we'll end on you. What have you got?
Well, I like Martin's thinking actually, but I'm going to go a little bit further than him. I'm going to say a straight Köln win, 4.33 with Bet365. It's a lovely set of odds, and there's value there. They've got a better record, against Borussia Dortmund than people would expect them to see, and there's decent value in this one. Yes, they're missing players, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, yeah. Roth, that is also a good bet with me. That both teams to score. Nice. I hope it's a winner. And yeah, interestingly, so a lot of people are on the kilometre. Alex stands alone there with his Dortmund bet so far. Okay. Next we have got Mainz versus Bayern Munich, and this is I'm actually also on this one. Unless I put a yes under your name, Martin. Are you on this one?
Sure am.
Okay.
I'm not going too outrageous on this one actually, but I'm going to go for Bayern Munich to win it and the over 2.5 goals. If you want a bit more value, you could push it to Bayern Munich and over 3.5 goals. The Bayern and over 2.5 goals is 1.71. It goes to better than evens if you go to over 3.5 goals. Bayern Munich won their last 4 games 5-2, 4-2, 3-1, and 5-2. They've been conceding a lot of goals recently. They've still just been hammering teams. And Mainz have had a lot of high-scoring games too. They've had a couple of 3-2s and a 3-1 in their last 4 games. So they're a team that takes risks and also concedes. So I think we'll see goals in this one. And Bayern Munich just can't stop winning. They're running away with the title. So yeah, I'm just going to play a bit more conservatively. Bayern and over 2.5 goals at 1.71.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I found 1.73 scoring goals for fun, conceding, and I was tempted to do the over 3.5, but I thought there was enough value there at the 1.73. Totally with you. Okay, Freiburg versus Bayer Leverkusen. Stu, you've got your name down for that
Are we
one.
not
What have you got?
Are we not doing Hertha Berlin against Hoffenheim? Are we just
We
saving that
are.
one for later? Okay, all right, fine. Freiburg against Bayer Leverkusen. I am on this one, and I am on Freiburg. Another bit of a crazy one, 4.33 again with Bet365. Lovely set of odds there, and again there's value. So follow the value, but shop around for the best odds you can get.
All right. I think you've got a microphone problem or something. It sounds like windy or.
No, don't think it's me.
Okay, well, stop
Now
now.
it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, now it's okay. All right. What did you say the bet was?
Freiburg. I'm on a Freiburg win, 4.33 with Bet365.
All right.
Crazy.
So another
As Lamia
crazy.
Said will say, what a surprise Stuart's on the long shot.
Crazy.
Okay, and also on that bet is Martin. What have you got?
Yeah, unsurprisingly, I'm going against you again on that one. Bayer Leverkusen have impressed me a lot of late. They're not the greatest team away from home, I'll give you that. They've only won 4 out of 10 on the road. They are, but they've been consistent and they've been in very good form lately. They're holding on to second place in the table. Very good going forward. Kevin Volland. Yeah, I like them. I like them to win this game. Freiburg, pretty average mid-table side. Not too excited about them, so I'm going against Stuart. 1.88 on an away win for Bayer Leverkusen.
Okay, for Bayer Leverkusen. Well, we do have Roth saying Freiburg is a nice bet. Leipzig lost there, so interesting, and it's certainly got some value. All right, next Hertha versus Hoffenheim. Stuart, you're on this one.
Yeah, I'm on this one.
Yeah.
It's not a 4.33 selection, but it is a 2.78 selection. I'm on Hoffenheim to win away from home, and Pinnacle doing very nice set of odds on this. So yeah, very happy with that one.
All right, so going for that away win. All right, Schalke versus Werder Bremen. Martin and myself. What do you like here, Martin?
Yeah, home win again for me on this one, I think. Schalke doing very well up into the top four, which is great to see for their
Hmm.
fans. They had a really bad season last time around, so it's good that they've started to claw it back. Yeah, I just think they're in with a good chance here. Werder Bremen are not setting the world alight at the moment. They're in the relegation zone. They are not particularly good away from home. They've already lost 5 on the road this season. I think there's a bit of a gap in class between these two sides, and Schalke to win looks good to me at 1.77.
Yeah, with you as well. Home win there, third place, hosting 16th place Werder. We've got Barcelona G11 says Schalke to win and the over 1.5 goals. I like that bet also. But for me, for this, just sticking with the Schalke win. Okay, next we have, I think this is maybe the no second to last on the Bundesliga bets, Wolfsburg versus Stuttgart. Stuart.
I'm on the home side on this one. Wolfsburg been up and they've been down. They've really disappointed at times, but they've got nucleus of a good side there. Stuttgart equally very, very difficult to rely on. But for me, a home win at 2.3 with Bet Victor, it represents some value. Not the best of the week though.
All right. I think you may still have a little problem with your microphone. It's when you speak, there's like a that. What is that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Move it a
this
little
is-
bit. Maybe move it a little bit.
Well, I did
It's
turn
like
off my
crackling.
microphone, and there is a hiss. There is a hiss, and I turned off my microphone. I put it on mute, and that hiss stayed there, so it's not me.
All right. Okay, let's see.
Cool.
All right. Okay, Augsburg versus Frankfurt. I was looking at this match actually. Martin, what do you like?
I like Frankfurt in this one. They have the second best away record in the Bundesliga. 6 wins out of 10 on the road, 3 draws out of 10 games. That's really, really good form. And that's got them much higher in the league than they were last season as well. Just like Schalke, some of these old school heavyweight teams are getting back to form. Good to see for their fans. Augsburg, another sort of mid-table team, pretty good at home, but again, they don't have a great deal to play for. They're pretty safe, pretty comfortable. So I'm going to go, well, I was thinking about going for an away win for Frankfurt, but I'm going to be more cautious again, and I'm going Frankfurt draw double chance 1.7.
Okay, nice. Anne S said, Stuart, you better be on that Frankfurt win. Anne S gave us a no, she gave us a really cool Bundesliga bet, and I think that with the Frankfurt, it was an Acca bet, and the Frankfurt double chance or draw no bet was on that one. So nice to see you also on that one, Martin, as well. All right, moving over now, and we are yeah. Either that or you watched the show and you stole Anne S's bet. Maybe it went that way around. But okay, so Italy, Juventus versus Sassuolo, and all three of us, bar Stuart, is on this one. And going to start with you, Alex, because that's your strong suit at the moment, isn't it? Serie A.
Yeah, I'm going with the same bet like last week. It was a winner. I'm going with Juventus and under 3.5 at 1.8. You can go also Juventus to win to nil again at 1.8. Both bets are really good. I don't think that Juventus will concede. They have a stellar defense right now. They are in great form. Their defense is doing an amazing job. And I think that it will be an easy win against the struggling Sassuolo side. But again, I think that they will not force it to score more than 3 goals. So Juventus and under 3.5 at 1.8.
Okay. Martin, what do you like?
Yeah, I like that one a lot actually, but I'm on my old classic bet. Juventus win to nil, 1.8. They've only conceded 4 goals at home all season, which is just there you go, which is just fantastic form. Um, I know Napoli are a good team. They're quite exciting going forwards, but I think Juventus are going to be too strong for them in the business end of the season and go on and win the league there. And it will once again be on the back of their stellar defence. So 1.8 looks good to me.
Yeah, I have to say we're obviously singing from the same sheet here because I really like the Juventus win to nil. 1.83 I found conceded just 4. Sassuolo struggle on the road and against that tight defense. I think it's going to be super hard. So yeah, Juventus win to nil for me. But looks like all our bets sort of go inside here. Can't see Juventus scoring any more than 3 goals. So hopefully all of ours comes in there for team bankrolls profit. We do have a question from Ad Hoc about Benevento versus Napoli and wanting to see. I don't know, Stuart, how hard it is to access your system because I know you're not on that match. But I don't know if you're
No,
able to see if
nothing in that one.
is there any value in that one.
No, I didn't see any value in that one at all, actually. We've also had Arjun Weber. Arjun Weber, if that's how you say it. I was asking about the Leipzig game. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to take my stat sheet and I'll stick it up on the website and link to it on Twitter as well, so you can take a look at it later. It'll be there later this evening if you want to have a look. I can also do the same thing with Benevento if you want.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Cheers, Stu. Yeah, send the link over. We did because for your Acabet, Alex, you went Napoli minus 1.5. Do you remember what the odds were for that one?
Yes, I have them here. Napoli at 1.56 it was. This is what I'm not using on the best bet show. I think that 1.56. I think that should be a easy win. Benevento are back
Mhm.
in on losing days, losing against Bologna and Torino 3-0, 3-0. I think that they will have the same fate against Napoli. But I think it's too risky to cover the minus 2.5 Asian handicap. So if you like the minus 1.5, stick it in a parlay or in an Acabet.
Yeah, and Martin always the one betting against the mighty Benevento. No value in the match this time.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I was delighted to see them return to their losing ways again. Made some good profit out of Torino at the weekend. That was great to see. But against a team like Napoli, they are at home as well, and Napoli are doing so well that the odds are just so low. I mean, you could go to
Mm.
-2 Asian handicap, and then you can get almost even money. I think you can get about
Yeah.
1.98, 1.99, something like that. I was tempted by that, but yeah, I would. I think they might end up winning by 2 goals and get a scratch, or if they just scrape a 1 goal win, there's no
Mhm.
impetus for them to go on and try and score a second if they're 1-0 up. So I'm staying away this time, but I'll be opposing Benevento again before this season is out. Don't you worry.
True.
Okay, and then we've
Yes,
got the
exactly.
backer man says Napoli money line and over 2.5 goals. So there we go.
Th-
Okay,
this is this is risky also because I don't think that Benevento will score against Napoli. So exactly like Martin said, that's 2-0. Maybe they will pull off the how to say the gas and they will just win short like that 2-0. So it's dangerous. They can do it. They have an incredible firepower, attacking firepower, outstanding Napoli, but it's dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you there as well, actually. And then we've got Melvin says, I've been following your tips on Twitter, Stuart. If anybody does want to follow Stuart's Twitter, it's Tipster HQ at Tipster HQ, and then Alex at Need for Tips, and then Martin, who you can also get lots of drink news as well, alcoholic news. So it's Martin W Green for those who like the both vices. Okay, Udinese versus AC Milan. Alex, what have you got?
Like Stuart says, I'm with the value here. I'm going with AC Milan. I'm going with the Rossoneri at 2.2 in this one. I have a feeling that they will make it 4 in a row. They have 3 wins, an incredible win against Lazio, a really good match against Lazio again in the Coppa Italia in the midweek 0-0 first leg. I think that they have what it takes to win also against Udinese. Udinese, a decent side, but not fighting for anything right now. I think that AC Milan are fighting for the top 6 finish at least, if not more than that. So they are on fire right now. Let's take the value 2.2 here.
There we go, going for the value. Nice. And moving over, finally, we've got La Liga and starting off with Eibar versus Sevilla. Full house. Stuart, what are you going for?
I'm on Sevilla in this one. I think Eibar, despite their fervent home support with about 12,000 people, they've got the smallest stadium in La Liga. It's a bit nuts. Sevilla also struggling on the road, but still there is value here. Sevilla 2.8 with Bet Victor, so got to follow the value. Alex agrees with me. That's the way to go. I'm sure he'll be on Sevilla as well.
Alex, are you on Sevilla?
I was looking to be on Sevilla, but I think that Eibar can contribute on the scoreboard, and I think that we'll see at least 3 goals in the match. So over 2.5 for me at 1.93.
Okay, so you're going for the goals. Martin, what's your bet? Are you on Sevilla or you heading towards the goals market?
I'm heading towards the goals market as well for this one. I'm going both teams to score at 1.75. I think Sevilla are very strong going forwards, not particularly good away from home, as Stuart says. They're much better at home, Sevilla. They have got some exciting forwards like Ben Yedder, but I believe that they're having a bit of an injury crisis at the back. They've got a few players out, and I think that'll open the door for Eibar to score. They're pretty good at getting on the score sheet in front of their home fans, so I think both teams will score at 1.7.
Okay, all right. Both teams to score. Nice. Again, both teams to score for me, me and Martin. I tell you, someone's reading each other's emails. So, but yeah, both teams to score for me as well. I think we'll at least see a goal from Eibar. But I like Sevilla to win as well. Okay, Real Betis versus Villarreal. And Martin, again, over to you. What are you going for?
Yeah, I'm on Villarreal draw no bet in this one at 1.92. Villarreal just in really good form at the moment. Been very impressed by the way they're playing. They always punch above their weight for a club of their size. And yeah, they're just in excellent form. They've won 4 wins on the bounce. That's really, really strong form. And their opposition aren't a particularly exciting team. Real Betis, they've already lost 4 times at home this season. I think Villarreal can go and get a win there, but just to be a bit more cautious, 1.92 on draw no bet.
Okay, nice one. And we've got Teddy here, Team Bankroll's mascot, here for the Liga bets. Hi, Teddy.
Hello.
Nice. Okay,
Hey.
Deportivo Alaves versus Celta Vigo. Alex, what are you going for?
Alaves, a really good side when playing at home. Celta Vigo are on fire. Iago Aspas and Maxi Gomez, as I said also on the Aka show, are on fire. Iago Aspas, again, I repeat, I think that is the last season of his at Celta Vigo. I think that he will be transferred both with a good amount of money at the end of the season. Over 2.5 goals at 1.85. Incredible odds for that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We discussed this one with your Aka bet and did the research into it. Couldn't believe those odds as well. So I'm with you in that one, over 2.5 goals. I think they were priced at 2, weren't they? If those odds dropped, they were
Yes.
priced at 2. They're down to 1.8 now. Yeah. Cool. All right. What else are we on? Okay, so final 2 matches here. Espanol versus Barcelona. No surprise, Martin is on there. You have been playing the win to nil. I'd be surprised if you're playing the win to nil to this one. What are you going for?
I am not playing the win to nil on this one. No, I'm staying away from it. Espanol beat Barcelona recently, didn't they? It's the only time Barcelona have lost all season. But that was in the cup, and they weren't taking it too seriously. And then they went and pulverised Espanol in the return leg. So I think they'll beat them again here. They local rivals, these two, and Espanol do not have a good record against Barcelona. Barcelona typically beat them by a pretty heavy scoreline. I was looking at various different handicaps that I'd like to give Barcelona. Just settled in the end at minus 1.25 Asian handicap at odds of 1.73.
Okay, and Alex, you're also on this one.
Yes, I was looking because I wrote an article about the best bets on at SBR on the site. I think that they didn't. Yes, Espanyol haven't beat their city rival since 2009 in La Liga, so that's huge. Like we're 99 years now. Exactly like Martin said, they won against them in the first leg of Copa del Rey. But Barcelona were without many of their most important players, and after that they qualify in the semi-finals 2-0 at home. Barcelona and over 2.5 goals at 1.91 looks a really good bet.
Okay. And then, is it Backerman? I don't know how to pronounce it. Backerman G11 as is
Barsaman.
Barcelona.
Barsaman.
Barsaman says Barcelona minus 1.5 as well. Interesting, actually, Stuart passed over a link. I'm not sure you guys, Stuart passed over a link where we're hoping to get the comments that stay on the video after we finish filming. So we are actually looking into that because that was an awesome suggestion, Stu. So we are looking because that would be really cool when we've got that live. So even after the video, you can see everybody's comments because it must look a bit weird when we're answering them after we've done it. So that'd be really exciting
Make
to
sure
have.
you say nice things and don't swear too much.
Yeah. Oh, they always say nice things. We get the odd random one, but not that often, which is good. Final one is Stuart. Las Palmas versus Malaga. Is this a crazy? Are you doing it again, Stuart?
We always do seem to finish on a crazy, and I'd hate to disappoint, wouldn't I? Las Palmas versus Malaga, probably the worst versus the second worst. I mean, these are two bad sides. I know, Natalie, you were looking at West Bromwich Albion versus Southampton, two bad sides, and this is probably the Spanish equivalent.
Yeah.
And I'm on Malaga. So 3.35, the away side, Pinnacle Sports. I'm not sure it kind of gets to crazy because it's not above 3.5. I think we have to set the limit somewhere. Where's the bar nowadays? But yeah, 3.35 at Pinnacle Sports. Very happy with that.
Very nice indeed. Okay, so finally wrapping up the show as we do with our best bet and our two-team parlay. Start us off, Martin. What are you going for?
Just what Stuart said about Southampton there. I looked up the relegation odds. You can get 5.5 on Southampton to go down. That looks pretty interesting. But anyway, for my, I'm gonna risk it and go for Barcelona again for my banker. Barcelona minus 1.25 Asian handicap against Espanol, odds of 1.73. And I'll do a treble. Actually, what should I do? I'm going to do Barcelona, Juventus, Bayern Munich, and Man City. Fourfold.
I'm not sure you're supposed to do 4. I think it's 2 to push 3 to make it
All right,
fair.
all right. No,
You
no
could
Man
you
City
could do
then.
it. You
I
could.
mean, these are all very low odds. So I'll just do Barcelona, Juventus, and Bayern Munich.
Okay. All right,
Treble.
Stu. What have you got for us?
Okay, so for my banker, I'm going to go for a Wolfsburg win at 2.3 with Bet Victor against Stuttgart. And for my double, I'm not going to say I was tempted to put Liverpool to beat Tottenham because I wasn't, but it did kind of look like an option. Instead, I'm going for a Leicester win against Swansea. And I'm going to combine that with one of the crazies because that generally does tend to work quite well. And I'm going to go with Freiburg to beat Bayer Leverkusen. So that's mine. I'm not going as far as Martin. That could be crazy.
Stuart's got his eye on that top place as well. Alex from Need for Tips, what have you got for us?
Going with the same match as Martin, Barcelona and over 2.5 at 1.91 as my banker. Double, I'm going Monaco versus Lyon, both teams to score in the over 2.5, Alex Classic, and Dortmund to win.
Okay, I've got Mainz versus Bayern Munich, Bayern in the over 2.5 goals. For my ACCA bet, I'm doing Monaco versus Lyon over 2.5 goals combined with the Schalke win. So there is mine. Best of luck, everybody. Let's get this profit up this weekend. I'm very excited about these matches, I have to say, and I've got a very, very good feeling. So best of luck, everybody. And also, we've got the Premier League Punter show straight after this because we had the midweek matches. So that's why we're filming straight after this. And we didn't do very well. So we're gonna turn it up a bit and hope that we make some money for the weekend coming through. So best of luck, guys. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And I'll see you next week.
Thank you.